Okay, folks, this is the final round of the Malaysian Championship from KL Golf and Country Club in Bukit Kiara, Malaysia. And I'm your host, Tenacious Earl. I'm going to try to get through a lot of this tournament tonight. If not the first half, maybe even a little more, but we'll just see how far we do get. The leaderboard is at the top. We've already simulated the first through third rounds. Dustin Emmerich, Berkey Hilding, and Mateo Soto are all tied for the lead. And I think I put those chips on the wrong person. Let me double check here. Well, I've got to find the piece of paper, but I believe it's supposed to be on Mateo Soto, but let me double check. Yes, it is Mateo Soto. And you know, I also forgot that I need to check the current till further notice list, because there may be a name or two on that list that also, so just hang around with me for here for a minute. So this is the second tournament on the second season of the Tenacious Golf Tour. So we had our first one, which was won by John Westinghouse. And so, yeah, I had something that I realized a little too late here, so I needed to do it ahead of time. And I said to myself a couple days ago, you need to make sure you do this before you go live. And I forgot, so that happens occasionally on here. Till further notice list. Wiles, Rodell, Gallatin, Broadus, Aberley. None of those guys. Okay, good. So that's fine. No other things to worry about. Okay, so normal weather conditions. As you can see, we have the leaderboard spread out pretty wide across here. So leaders at minus 21. Yunli Song one back at minus 20. And let's get going. This is a relatively easy course. So the hope is to see maybe these guys, a couple of these guys, reach up to maybe even minus 24, minus 25. But we'll see. It does get a little bit more challenging around the back nine, the turn, 10 through, we'll say 11 through 14, maybe the toughest part of the course, and then it gets a little easier from there. So I'm not extremely familiar with this course, so you have to bear with me, but we'll talk through it, and we'll go ahead and see how this goes. Like I said before, we've got chips that we need to use, some strategy. We're going to see how Yunli Song can shed these 5 red chips that he has. And Simanowicz has 5 blue, which is good. Soto has 6, which is even better. So, all right, so Fonseca and Wiles are the first groups off here at 1. Hopefully some of you watched the U.S. Open this past weekend and saw Gary Woodland win his first major. So, but this is going to be the start, and so a 1 on the white die, and I'm going to try and go a little bit quicker here. That means that course controls on the par 4 with a 1, 2, 6, so that it's not a direct green, and Fonseca is not stone, so it's going to be his mood, and he has no mood. So we go to 6, and is he sunny on the par 4? He is not, so he's going to have a difficult putt for par. So difficult putt for par is a 1 to 3, and he makes it. So he holes it out, and we will move on to Malcolm Wiles. This is a card that was part of the previous set. Oh, that is bogus. I lost a die. Oh, I see it. Caught a break. It was right in the visible spot here. So anyway, Wiles was in the set from last year. He was not carded this year, so I had to make his card. Pretty similar in traits to the previous one. The 2, since it's listed right here on that white die, then the hole controls the well, the course controls this hole. 36 in the bunker. And 2, Larry Rice. Hi there, how you doing? So in the bunker in 2, and a green 2 is going to be, does he have sandy trait? He doesn't, so he'll still get an easy putt for par, so shouldn't have any issue here with an easy putt for par. It's the high roll, and he makes it. Okay. No change, pars around. Larry thinks that Dustin Emmerich will be a formidable opponent even with blue chips, and he may be right. Okay, so to hole 2 with the same pairing, and it will be Fonseca at -18. So this one is a little bit easier in terms of less course control, although Fonseca will cede control to the course here with 36, and he's going to have a tougher putt on the green after this bunker shot. So he's in the bunker in 2 again, green 1. He is not chunky, so he has a pin shot. Now I play it if he is in on the pin shot, but he's not, so it should be moderate, but now it's going to be difficult. So it's a 1-3 again for Fonseca for a par, a difficult putt for par. Oh, he gets the 1 again, so he is living dangerously here to start. Wiles, it's a 4, so again, course control 34, golf cam course. Neutral hole, green 3, cordial, not cordial or dawning, so it'll be a clutch putt for par. So immediately we check out his semi-rust. So he needs a 1 or a 2, or he'll get a red chip, and he will be forced to putt for bogey. Oh, he gets another 1, so he gets a blue chip. That's a par. He holes out. So a nice stroke there from Wiles, and we go back to 1 for Simanowicz and George. And he gets a white 6, which is an automatic par, and he gets another blue chip. So Simanowicz off to a pretty simple start. Now Dale George, and he gets the same thing, white 6. Okay, back to 3, or up to 3. First easier hole, par 5, 503 yards. It's short, and it's going to be Fonseca. Only 1 degree of course control, so whoa, and I got the white die hanging up at the top of my thing, and so that is a 1-2-5. Bomber or direct? Well, Fonseca is not a bomber, so we have to then check to see if he's champion. He's semi-champion with a dot, so he has a moderate putt for eagle. So Fonseca would get within 1 if he can make this. It's a moderate putt, 1-2. And can he get the 1 again? Nah, he gets a 5. So that was a moderate eagle putt. So now an easy birdie, 1-4. And that's in. So there is a birdie for Fonseca. He'll join the group at -19. And I'm going to put I'm going to utilize that space right there. Malcolm Wiles. Now, if he had that roll, he has the semi-bomber, would have helped him maybe. Also, well, he would have had a moderate putt for eagle as well. Okay. Okay, 3, 5, 6 is going to be scatter or puny. He's not those. Is he hero? Semi-hero, no dot. So not a hero this time. But he is a champion, so he'll have an easy birdie putt. And Wiles going to use the fruits of his labor to make it gimme birdie, and he almost misses it, but he does hole it out, so he will climb to minus 18. So the gimme birdie, gimme eagle are the high roll, as well as easy par, easy bogey. Anything easy at par or above is also high roll, which is you roll these two, and if it's 6-6, it's a miss. So back to 2, and it'll be Simanowicz and Dale George. So Simanowicz. And he gets a 2-4-4 on the par 5. He gets control with a white 1. 2-4-4 is king or dynamic. He is both. So he will get another blue chip on the gallery cheers. Good start for him. He's got some chips to burn. And he may be using one on this hole. So then we go to the gallery cheers, and he's got a 2, which is a pretty nice. It's a nice roll to have. Is he a champion? He is. Gimme putt for birdie. He doesn't have to use a blue chip whatsoever. So we will roll. It's the 6-6 miss roll, and he makes it. So Simanowicz with a birdie, and he's going to join that group at minus 19. Running out of room there. So, yeah, I'm going to just do it like that. So now George. And it's going to be course control this time. 16. And that golf cam course. So no problem there with a 5. Is it daunting? It's not. Is he scatter? It's not scatter either. He's going to have a clutch birdie putt. George is semi-gold. He will let it ride. Needs a 1-4. He'll get another blue chip if he makes it, and he does. So a birdie for George, and we've got a glut at minus 19. And so we have Fabio Antonucci and Gareth Leonard going to tee off at 1. Back to the first. And 36. We already know that's the bunker in 2 for Antonucci. The green 3 is chunky. Is he? No, he's not. So he'll have a gimme par. Should be straightforward. Should have no issues with that. And he is good to go. Nobody's birdied the first yet. Semi-cordial, you'd think there'd be a slight chance of that. 35 golf cam course. And a green 6. This may be a birdie chance. Par 4, daunting hole, no. It's going to be a clutch putt for birdie. And he's semi-gold as well. He needs to avoid a 5 or a 6. And he does. Birdie for Leonard. And he at least removes one of the glut and is back to within 1 shot of the lead. So got a very condensed leaderboard at the moment. A bunch of guys right in within 2 shots of the lead. So that's probably won't stay that way for long, but until we get the leaders going, it may be a little, because this, like I said, the trouble spots don't really come up till the back 9. All right, par 3, 140 yards. That's short for par 3, but it is a narrow green. Only 1 degree of course control, and it's going to be Chico Fonseca, and a 3. So a 2, 3, 5. Let's see if we get a hole in 1 today. That is going to be, is he a champion? Semi-champion with a dot, so he is. An easy putt for birdie. It needs a 1 to 4. And he would join Leonard and Lee Song at -20. And he does. Fonseca is riding the ace on the green die. He's gotten a bunch of them, and he will move one behind. Now Dale George. And that will be, well, he could attack the green. It would be a difficult putt for birdie. He will take his blue chip and a gimme par. I'm just adjusting something here for a minute. There. Okay. All right, so Simanowicz at the reachable par 5. He's going to hang on to blue chips here at the moment. And a 1-3-5 on the par 5. I can't remember what that brings you, but let's see. Duffer or puny, he's neither of those. He's a good driver. Champion or hero, he is one of those. He's a champion or a hero. And a hero. So it's going to be special short game check. Green 1. Is he stone? He is not stone. It's funny, he's workman and chunky, but he's not stone. So he gets a pin roll here on his third shot. So we will roll on the pin roll. Show you, I'm really shaking it up. It's a 5. So pin roll 5. That's a moderate putt for birdie. Well, Simanowicz is not going to chance this, so he takes 2 chips. Moderate goes to easy. Easy goes to gimme. So he should move to -20 with this, barring the 6s, and he does. He converts, and 2 under on his round through 3 holes. Okay, Dale George. And that is a 2-4-5. Again, gets control because of the low roll on the white die. And he's not a legend. He's not a champion. Well, that's going to be a short game check. Not special, just short. Just a short game. And a green 5. Is he soft? He's semi-soft with a dot, so he is. So he'll have a gimme par putt. Gets up and down. Should get up and down without any problems, and he does. Okay, back to 2 for Antonucci and Leonard. Leonard first. Birdied 1. Only guy to do it so far. He'll take another chip and take his par. And now Fabio. Gains control with a 4-5-6. That's probably golf cam green. And a green 4. It's not friendly. It's not challenging, so he'll have a clutch par putt. He is neutral putting. Needs a 1 to 3 to sink this. And he misses, so he'll earn a red chip. And now he gets an easy bogey putt. So Antonucci drops to 18 under with Wiles. So, okay. Back to 1, and the next group off, Josh New and Benicio Vasquez. Josh New, course controlled 15, is in the rough with his tee shot. Green 4 means he'll have sort of probably a halfway decent effort at a par. Is he he's semi-workman, no dot though, so he gets away with that. That would have been uh-oh if he had the decider die saying yes. So otherwise, moderate second putt for par. So as long as he doesn't get a 6, And he gets the 5. That's a par. Almost misses it. Vasquez. He's got the laser designation. That could be interesting on par 3s. 14 is Sandin with his tee shot. So out of the fairway bunker. Green 1, is he chunky? He's not. So that's going to be a wow shot. That earns him a blue chip. We're starting to run out of blue chips. And now we roll the the white die. And that's a 6. That's a difficult birdie putt. No, he's going to try it. He needs a 1 to make it. So that leaves him a moderate par. 1 to 5, and he makes that. All right. So the first few golfers go kind of quick, and then it starts kind of slogging down a little bit because we're running through all 6 groups. Okay, Fonseca 2 under par through 4 holes, and we get to the 5th. Another good, easy par 5, 518. A little water is in play on space 24. If you roll the white 5, you've got a chance at knocking it in the pond on your approach to the green. So Fonseca, no problems with that. 2, 3, 4. I think that's another Golf Cam course, or Golf Cam green. Well, no, it isn't. If it were direct, he'd have a moderate putt for eagle, but it's not. He's not gilded. Is he dynamic? He is, so that is an easy birdie putt for Fonseca. Can he do 3 in a row? Needs 1 to 4. But he misses, so that leaves a gimme par. Gimme pars are 3 6s necessary and to miss. So he pars the 5th, and the chance goes wanting there. Now Malcolm Wiles. White 4, and the decider dies. Yes, that's a 1-1-4. That should be a nice roll. Let's see. Is he gilded? Semi-gilded with the dot. Oh, that's going to eat that blue chip as it's a gallery. Groans on a par 5. Green 4 means he has a chance to recover. Is he a workman? He's not. So polite applause. May have a chance at a moderate or difficult birdie here. We re-roll the white die, and it's a 4. So that's a difficult birdie putt. Needs a 1, and so he misses that. Now a moderate par, 1 to 5. There's the 1 he needed. So each gets a par on the 5th. Okay. Back to the 4th. Simanowicz going to hold on to those chips. 1, 2, 3. On the par 3. Golf Cam green. It's semi-friendly. So it's not friendly this time because the decider die shows white. So par 3, 1. Is it challenging? No. Is he a hacker? Nope. All right. Clutch putt for birdie. Semi-gold. He will spend a blue chip here. He wants to share that lead, so that's going to take him to straight gold. Only a 6. Takes it from him, and he makes it. Birdies 3 in a row. Excuse me, and he joins Emmerich, Yielding, and Mateo Soto. None of them have teed off yet. All right, now Dale George. And, ooh, let's see. The green 3 makes it intriguing because you can attack the green here. Let's see, you can... The dot is showing he is soft. He would have a moderate pitch for birdie. He is going to take it. And so he's going to forego the so he has 2 blue chips. He's going to forego the blue chip he could earn, and he's going to spend both of his blue chips to take a moderate pitch to a gimme pitch for birdie. Is feeling it, and he birdies, and he will join those other three at minus 20, one back, so 8 within a shot of the lead. See if that strategy pays off for George. He's burning some chips early. Well, sometimes that can be the way to go. So Leonard at the par 5 third, scoring hole, wants a birdie. And with a double cordial, he can earn a blue chip and take... No, he does not earn a blue chip, but he takes a gimme birdie because it's double cordial. And he joins the others at minus 21. When you do that with the double cordial hole, you don't get a blue chip. So here's Antonucci. Antonucci's going to get clever. He's going to spend that red chip to dial up control to the course. He's hoping that he can avoid problems. He gets a 16, which is going to be sand off the tee. So he does get problems. And a 4, is he sandy? Nope. So he's going to have an easy putt for par. It's going to be kind of a disappointing par, but as long as he doesn't get the high roll, and he doesn't. You can't see the 2, but that's a 2 right there. So he takes a par and remains at minus 18. Okay, so Vasquez knew. Who knew? And he'll get a par. White 6. Vasquez. That is going to be course control 23. It's in the sand, and he's going to have a tougher putt. Sand with his second shot. Green 5. Sandy. He is not sandy, so he will have a double difficult putt for par. So it's a I can't remember. I used to have a term for it a while back. It's it's double difficult. So I guess it was X. I forget what for, but it's because of the. I mean, he's actually lucky that he doesn't hit one of these other guys. 11, 14, 15. Water on the second. So he double difficult. Putt for par. He's going to lag. I have the lag roll. No ones, so that's going to leave him an easy bogey. And he makes that. But Vasquez drops back to minus 18. And to the first, and we've got the second to last group, Soto and Lee Song. And Mateo Soto will go first. He's gonna drop a blue chip to take control of this. Actually, he decides not to. Made a choice. I'd rather make some putts go a little easier. That's going to be Golf Cam course with a green 1. Cordial, no dot, so it's not cordial this time. He's going to have a clutch putt for par. He's full gold, so as long as it's not a 6, and it's not, he makes a par, and he'll get another blue chip. Yun Lee Song is going to hold on to the red chips for now. 34 gets Golf Cam course with a green 6. Is it a daunting hole? It's not. So he'll have a clutch putt for birdie. He's semi-gold. He's going to take the chance. He could earn another red chip if he misses 1 to 4, and he'll burn a red chip and get a birdie. Oh, and he gets another red. Should have just burned it there now and dropped it from semi-gold to semi-rust, and so he'll end up with a par. But he still has, well, now he has 6 red chips to fend off. So maybe should have taking a little bit of taking a little different strategy there, and maybe he won't be so slow to do that next time. All right, so after well, let's get through this next batch, and then we'll take a look at the leaderboard. We do have 5 at the top, though. So Fonseca, 1 back. Both guys coming off a par. This par 4. Water, some woods, some sand. Need an accurate drive. Lots of course control. 16 golf cam course. It's not daunting, so he's gonna have a clutch putt for birdie. Needs a 1 to 3, and he would get his 3rd birdie in 4 holes, and he misses it. Get a red chip for a missed clutch putt, and now an easy par, and he sinks it. Yep, these are fictional golfers. That's correct. Malcolm Wiles. 3 behind. Tough hole. That's going to be golf cam course with a 3. It's going to be clutch putt for par. He's semi-rust, so he needs a 1 or a 2. And he gets a 6, so he's going to get... There's another red chip. We're running out of reds. And it's going to be now a bogey putt. Easy in nature, and he makes it. But he's going to drop another shot. You can absolutely get real golfers for this game. Play.com has all sorts of sets. Not a ton, but they have quite a few. They have recent. They have a couple of older kind of heritage sets. So, all right, back to the 5th. Simanowicz Jr. And he gets a 5, and he's going to get golf cam course. So so he's got 55, and that's going to probably play him well. So it's is he cordial? He is. So, or the hole is double cordial. Clutch putt for birdie. Semi-gold. Now he doesn't want to lose it, so he's going to go ahead and make it full gold. Well, he would have made it anyway. That's 4 birdies in a row, and he takes sole possession of the lead. Simanowicz Jr. has a nice card. He struggles around the greens, like in scrambling, but when he's on his card, he is able to rock and roll. Now Dale George, 224, par 5. So off of his card, the white 2 is allowing that. If it were, that's why the other one was white 5. So 224. He's neither king nor bomber. He's not a hacker, and he's not a champion. So it's going to be off of his mood. Oh yeah, Chico Fonseca. Somebody made a mood putt, I think. I'm pretty sure it was Fonseca. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a happy mood. Kind of forgot about that. So it's going to check to see if he's sunny. And George is not sunny, but it'll give him a double difficult putt for birdie. Because he's going to lag this, he does not have his mood change. So I do my custom lag roll. Almost gets a much easier putt. Almost gets a gimme par, but instead it's going to be just the typical easy par off a double difficult. And so he makes it. So it's going to be Leonard. 200 par through the first 3 holes. 1 behind Simanowicz. This is an easy par 3. 2-3-3 on the roll, and it will be. Is he a hero? He is. That's an easy birdie putt. He's going to make it gimme with a blue chip, and so as long as he doesn't hit the high roll, and he doesn't. That's a birdie, 3 out of 4, and he joins Simanowitz. So already the fight is being taken to Emmerich and company. Now Antonucci, who's been going in the other direction, 1 over on his round so far. 2, 3, 6. Is he a hacker? No. No, he's going to be experienced. He's an icon, so it's going to ask if he's an icon because it's an even number on the green die, and that will work out well for him. He is, so he has a gimme birdie, so this will probably lead him well, and it does, so he gets back to even par on his round. 19 under on the tournament. All right, to 3. New and Vasquez. Vasquez bogeyed the last hole, so the scoring par 5, number 3, and New on the tee. 26 is golf cam course, so he should get a birdie look out of this, I believe. Is it daunting? It's not with the green 6, and he's scatter. Nope. Okay, so clutch putt for birdie. He is neutral. He's going to use the blue chip. Makes it a 1 to 5, and he holds it out. He would have held it out without using the blue chip, so maybe a situation where he could have saved 1, but he gets to 2 back of Leonard and Simanowitz, and now Benicio Vasquez. Okay, trip 6s. That's a special result. That will be the old special result, and so let's see what happens. Par 5 special result can be good, can be bad, and Benicio Vasquez is biting his fingernails in anticipation. So we roll 2 dice on a special result, and there's 3 levels of if you get doubles, you go to the next level, except for 66. 55, we go to level 2. So a whole other set of scenarios. So let's stir them up again. Let's see what Vasquez's special result is. 23. Minor procedural rules violation prior to tee. 1 stroke penalty. Cold the rest around. Roll. So he's going to go cold. So he cannot get turned. Well, I guess he might be able to turn it around, I guess. I'm not 100% sure, but he is cold for now. And so we have to add a stroke and start over. So there's one of those that's not such a good special result. 146, so everything is going to be 1 higher. Legend or Bomber, he's not champion. No, he's a hero, but not a champion. Is he a hacker? Nope. We're going to go to experience. He is an icon, and the green 4 means he's going to have to check his icon status, and he is, so it's going to be an easy birdie putt. He's going to hold on to the blue chip. He needs to make this 1 to 4. He's already a ways back, and he misses it. That means a gimme par, which he makes, but we add a stroke, so that's actually a bogey for him. And back-to-back bogeys for Vasquez, and he's cold regardless of that other roll, but he will continue to be cold. All right, Soto at the second. Kind of a middle-of-the-road hole here. Well, he's going to got to leave those blue chips alone. He doesn't really have the card to be doing that a ton. 45. Well, he's in the sand in 1, green 2. Not bad, maybe. Not a bad opportunity there, possibly. What was that again? 45 was sand in 1 and green 2. Is he sandy? No. Easy putt for par. At some point we will have to use those blue chips to help him take control. He gets a par now. Yunli Song is flush and red. And I need to get the rules. Sometimes it's easy to forget where you can use red chips or what you can do with them. Automatic 6. Well, in this case, he is going to purchase an automatic 6 on the black die. So put that right here. And what that does is it ensures he's not going to hit it in the water. Oh, no, not again. Found it. We all like the dice, but it's one thing that people have going for them that use dice rollers apps is that you don't have to worry about the dice running away on you. All right, so the black 6 course controlled 56 is going to be in the sand in 1, so it could have been a lot worse. Could have been water. If well, if it had been a 1, it would have been a 15. Anyway, a 3 is going to be, is he chunky? Lee Song is not chunky, so he ends up with an easy putt for par. He is going to try and shed another red chip. And I'm wondering if I gave somebody a blue chip after they had used one. So I'm hoping not. But if I did, someone should tell me about it at some point. But 1 to 5. So he takes it from easy to moderate, trying to see if he can shed a red chip and not cost himself a stroke. And look at that. Does get his par. So blew off 2 of them. And what he'd really like to do is get rid of those as quickly as he can without costing himself shots. All right, the first tee. Started the day as the leaders. Emmerich and Yielding, now they're 1 back of Simanowicz and Leonard. Emmerich, perennial favorite, tees off with a 12. That's Golf Cam course. Gets a good break right off the bat because this is going to be a clutch birdie putt. Semi-gold, 1 to 4, and he joins the lead in the hole. So minus 22, and see if Yielding can find he gets a blue chip out of that for making the clutch putt. Also course controlled, 15. Yeah, he's in the rough. Fairway, just off the fairway. Green 5. Is he a master? No, Yielding isn't, so he's going to have a difficult par putt. He could drop a shot here. He needs a 1 to 3. He misses, so that's going to be a moderate bogey, and he misses that. He's going to double it. He 3 putts. So that gives him an easy double, but that is a horrible start for Burke Yielding, and he drops to minus 19. So they're off, and let's see if that has a positive or negative effect on Emmerich. Sometimes your partner kind of starts scuffling and maybe gets a little bit of nerves, and it can start to put you down. So I'm going to take one little moment break here to grab something to drink, and then we will get right back to the action. Would like to get at least through I'd like to get the leaders through 9 if I can. And then maybe look to play the rest tomorrow, because I'm really busy this weekend. So we'd kind of like to get this all flushed out and finished up by tomorrow night. We'll see. Okay, this is the first one that's kind of different because you have an easier hole, but if you happen to somehow end up in golf cam green, you have a chance at being flummoxed by a challenging green. So it's going to be Fonseca, who is still 2 under. Going to go ahead and roll in a 1-2-2. If it was 1-2-3, it would have been that golf cam green. Excuse my coughing. 1-2-2. Is he a duffer or a hacker? He's neither of those. He's got a moderate birdie putt. 1-2. He's going to try to make this guy. And looky there. Fonseca, he's still riding a red chip, but he gets to minus 21. He's had some green ones. So now Malcolm Wild's coming off a bogey. These guys at minus 17 have to kind of start getting their act together, or else they're going to miss out. They're going to be out of contention pretty quickly. In the bunker off the tee, green 3, chunky. He is not chunky, so he will have an easy putt for par. He's going to try to pull a Lee Song. He's going to try to go down to the moderate, and he makes it. So Wiles offloads the red chip he has, so he's going to be free of that burden. Okay, Simanowicz Jr. Guy is going to take control of this hole with a blue chip. So, because that's the only way you can get control, aside from that 6, which pretty much just leads you to a gimme par. So he wants to attempt at 2, 3, 4. That's probably golf cam green. No, is it a direct green? And it's not. Is he dynamic? He is. He gets an easy putt for birdie. And he's going to take his chances now. He doesn't want to go all in with 2 chips here. He's got to start budgeting them a little bit. So he needs a 1-4. Easy birdie putt. And he misses it. And it's probably a good thing because he could have only used 1 blue chip and he would have not. Oh no, if he would have made. He could have still missed it. It would have depended on the black die. But now he has a. So what was it? That was an easy birdie. So now a gimme par. Sorry, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So he makes that. And so he doesn't turn a blue chip into a birdie. Would have had sole control of the lead if he had used that other one. So maybe left something on the table there. Golf cam course for Dale George. Green 3 it's neither cordial nor daunting, so it's going to lead to a clutch par. He needs the 1-4, and he is good for it. Okay, back to 5. Fabio Antonucci. Actually, it's going to be Leonard first, right? Yeah. Leonard first, coming off of 2 in a row and 3 out of 4. Guy is on fire. 4, 5, 6 is probably golf cam green. Yep. So green 6. Is it friendly? No dot. So it's not friendly. Is he laser? He's not laser. So he's going to have a clutch putt for par. So the first time things didn't kind of go his way here. He needs a 1-4. And he gets it. It's another blue chip and a par. Wanted more, though. He could have taken an outright lead. Antonucci. It's going to be 2, 4, 5. And Legend, yes. He gets a blue chip. Gallery cheers, and maybe a chance at, no, that's a green 5, so probably not. Is he a hacker? No, he's going to have strong applause, so maybe a reasonable chance at a birdie here. So re-roll the white die on strong applause, and it's a 2. That's a moderate birdie putt. He's going to hold on to a blue chip there, and it's going to be a 1 or a 2 necessary for a birdie. It's a 4. So could have used the blue chip and would have birdied. So it makes an easy par. No problem there for Antonucci on that one. Okay, New coming off a birdie, and then Vasquez, who is plummeting. Joshua New. And a 2, 3, 4. He's not dynamic, so it's going to be experience. Green 4, is he icon? And he is, so easy birdie putt. Needs a 1 to 4 here. Can he sink it? He lines it up. Initiates the stroke, and it's in. Drains it. Josh New up to minus 21. 1 back. Now Vasquez, the laser golfer with his irons. Can he get the roll that he needs for something really nice? And it's 115. Is he a champion? No, he is not. So I'll have a moderate putt for birdie. You use that blue chip and make it easy. 1 to 4. Can he get it? Oh, and he gets rims out, and now it's going to be a gimme par because he went to easy. So he does par it. It kind of stops the bleeding there, but okay. So Soto and Lee Song. Soto par. As is Lee Song. 3, 5, 6 on the par 5 for Mateo Soto. Custom card of mine. Scatter or puny. Oh, he's both scatter and puny. Oh, that's going to eat up a blue chip. He earns a red chip, which cancels out a blue, and he gets gallery groans. And a 6. Is he workman? No, he's not workman. So he gets polite applause at least. Maybe a chance at a fledgling birdie. 5. Difficult putt for par. 1 to 3. He's got to make this. Oh, and he misses. So trying to use those blue chips in a favorable way, and he doesn't get that there. So makes a moderate bogey. He'll make that. So Soto drops a shot. 1 over on his round. And now Lee Song. He's going to use a red chip here to give control to the course. Take his chances. He'd love to get a golf cam course here. 45, and he doesn't get it. It's going to be in the rough with his second shot. Green 4, is he workman? Semi-workman, and the decider die helps him there. So double difficult putt for birdie. Okay. So he used 1 red chip. Double difficult putt for birdie. He's going to lag. That'll leave him an easy par. And now he's going to use his second red chip of the hole to make it moderate. So it's a 1 to 5. And he makes that. So right there he shed 2 red chips. He has, what does he have, 2 left? 2 left, so he's almost free of it, and he's still within 2 shots of lead. So not too bad. He's trying to escape from red chip jail that he started with because of the attorney perks and issues rule. So, okay, Emmerich coming off a birdie. He'll take an easy par with a chip. Now Burke Yielding coming off a double bogey, and he will also accept that offer of a blue chip. Okay, to the par 3-8. .203 yards. It's kind of a neutral hole. Now it's a little tougher than neutral because you've got 4 degrees of course control. And so we still have Simanowicz, Leonard, and Emmerich in the lead. Fonseca, new one back. Yunli Song, Dale George, Mateo Soto, 2 behind. Antonucci and Burke Yielding, 3 back at -19. So this par 3, no water on it, so nothing too shaky. Fonseca, 34 Golf Cam course. Green 4, is it daunting? It's not. He'll have a clutch putt for birdie. And he is going to use the red chip to go rust. He needs a 1 now. He's going to basically take one for the team here. Oh, he almost made it. So that's still an easy par putt. And so he stays at 3 under for the round, and he is 1 behind the leaders. And he's now rid of that red chip. Now Malcolm Wiles coming off of a par 7. Picks up a blue chip and a par. Not a good situation to attack the pin there. All right, I need to stand up here for a bit. So we're going to go Sans chair. Oh, that's better. Okay. So Simanowicz Jr. playing some good golf, 4 under par. And this is a hole where you'd love to use a blue chip or 2 to get a good birdie putt. 1-3-6. He is neither duffer nor scatter. Is he a hero? He is. He'll get an easy birdie putt. He's going to use one of his remaining blue chips to go. He's not taking any chances here. He is going to, actually no, he is going to hold on to the blue chip. He has an easy birdie. Needs a 1-4. Can he get it done? Gee. Wow. It's 2 in a row that he, so now a gimme par. 2 in a row that he had some trouble with, trying to play the odds a little bit. 2 out of 3, 2 holes in a row. And he comes up empty both times. Dale George. That's 4-4-5. Dale George is not hot. He is not gilded, so it'll come down to his mood. I was going to check if he's sunny, because it's even, so his mood is not sunny. I'll have a double difficult putt for birdie, and it's one of the things about this game that's a little weird is that almost any time you have the double difficult putt for birdie, you're going to lag. So it's going to leave him with an easy par. And he makes it. Okay. To the 6th. That'll be Leonard and Antonucci. Leonard in a 3-way tie for the lead, and it's going to be 16 Golf Cam course. Green 6. He might get a chance to take the lead outright. It's not daunting, so he does. He has a clutch putt for birdie. Somewhat wasteful, but he's going to use it anyway, so that gives him the best chance. He goes from semi-gold, which is 1-4, to full gold, 1-5, and it's in. So 4 under par, and he takes sole possession at -23. Leonard. cranking it up. You know, Antonucci is going to use the blue chip to take control. And he gets a special result. Trip sixes. So the decider die says yes. So whatever the special result roll is, we will use that consequence for Antonucci. And what happens here? 34. Flub T, hazard to hazard sequence, difficult putt for bogey, stormy the rest of the round. So, not good. Difficult putt for bogey. 1 to 3, can he make it? And he does, so it's just a bogey for him. Could have been worse, but drops to minus 18. So, yeah, Wiles and Vasquez are already 6 back. Albert Guzman, fictional golfers. What is the fun in that? Well, I'll tell you personally, I find that I have no bias in it. So, sure. You know, it's... I mean, I've done a tournament or two with real golfers, and that's fun as well. But I like the idea of these cards have traits on them, and you kind of don't know. You have an idea how they're going to spell out, but in the end, there's a lot of dice luck that plays into it as well. So, but there's only like one golfer in this deck that kind of like doesn't suit me, and he's one behind right now. It's Emmerich. And it's probably because the last two card sets he's had the top designation, although this year he's tied for that designation. So, and plus you can also create your own, as I've done here with some of them. So yeah, to each their own, and I find this fun. It's interesting to see how things play out. So Josh New 144 on this par 5. He is not a hacker. He's not a champion, so he'll have a moderate birdie putt. Needs a 1 or a 2. And he doesn't get it, so that's going to leave an easy par. As long as he doesn't get the high roll, he knocks it in. 2 under par on the round and hanging out at minus 21. Vasquez having some struggles here on a relatively accessible front nine. Oops, I just bumped the camera. Oh, and he gets, well, it's going to be Golf Cam course. With it being a double cordial hole, he should get a look at birdie here. Unless he is scatter, and he's not. So, clutch putt for birdie. Has no chips. Needs a 1 to 3. He'd love to get a birdie here and kind of right the ship a little bit. And he gets it. Gets a blue chip. Gets a birdie. Moves back to minus 18. And who knows? Stranger things have happened. Okay, so Soto bogeyed, so it's going to be Lee Song with 2 red chips left. And on this par 3, he's going to hold on to the red chips for now. So 3-3-6. Is he laser? He is. He's going to have an easy birdie putt. You know, he's going to keep hold of the red chip here. 1 to 4. Can he get a birdie while still holding some red chips? And he gets it. Yes. A birdie for Lee Song, and he gets back to within 2 of Leonard. Could have, well, if he had tried to shed one, if he had tried to make it 1 degree of difficulty harder by using a red chip on that putt, he would have missed it. So Probably a good thing to hold on to it. He does move a little closer. Of course, the reigning Masters champ, or Masterful. I use fictional names. He's the reigning champion of that tournament. 2-4-6. Champion or dynamic for Soto. He doesn't have either of those, so it's going to be mood. And he's not sunny. So he's going to have a difficult putt for birdie. Well, he feels like he's going to be using 2 blue chips here to make it moderate and then easy. So an easy birdie putt, 1-4. Needs to try and get so he's sunny. And he is. So there's a birdie. And he is sunny. So he's back to within 2. Not that that may not make much of a difference, but okay. So Emmerich, eagle chance here at this par 5 third maybe. He's gonna dial it up here, take a rip, and it's gonna be off the course card. It's gonna be in the rough. So he hasn't caught a lot of good breaks in our tournaments here, but still lots of time. Green 5 is he a master? Semi-master, but does not have the dot, so he's going to have a difficult putt for par. He's going to use a blue chip to make it moderate, 1-5, and he does make it. Stays at -22, yielding. Double cordial, he will get a birdie. He doesn't get a blue chip out of it, but he does get back to -20. So there's Jerry. There is Jerry. So the leaders are through 3. And we're almost to this first group being at 9. So we're moving right along here. Okay. Again at the KL Golf and Country Club in Bukit Kehara, Malaysia. This is the Malaysian Championship. Final round. Gareth Leonard currently in the lead, -23. Emmerich, Simanowicz Jr. 1 back. 4 that are 2 back at -21. And we're going to this par 4, which rounds out the front 9. 4 degrees of course difficulty or control. And it's going to be Fonseca, who is 3 under par on his round. He's 2 back. And it's going to be Golf Cam course. There is a little water on this hole potentially, so you got to watch out for that. Green 4, par 4, is it cordial or daunting? Nope. So it is going to be an easy par putt. High roll. And he is able to go out in 33. So we'll see how he does on the way in. And here is Malcolm Wiles. And he gets a 2.66, gets control with a 1. So let's see how he does. King or Shaper? He's a king. He gets blue chip, and the gallery will cheer for him. And he gets a green too, so he might have a chance at a birdie here. He is a champion, so he gets a gimme birdie putt. So good for him. He should close out this 9 with a birdie and get back under par, and he does. So that's a 35, and at -18, not the way he wanted to start, but hey, what are you going to do? So, brings us back to 8, and it'll be George and Simanowicz. First Simanowicz, par 3. Going to use a blue chip to take control. 1-3-3. He is not a hacker, So it's going to be mood. Currently a decent mood. He's 3. You know, he's like neutral. 3 is he's going to be stormy, and he's not, so he gets an easy putt for birdie. And he's gonna use it this time because he does not want to miss it. He's had a couple of them go against him. Now he's 5 under, and he joins Leonard in the lead. So that's the third time he's had a chance to use a blue chip to make an easy putt gimme, and he finally takes it. The golfing gods were telling him that maybe it's time to succumb and do it. So 144. So 4 degrees of course control, and it goes Dale George's way here. Is he a champion? He is not. So it's going to be right now, and right now he is neutral. And with a green, even number is going to check if he's hot, and that is going to be a problem. So he'll have a double difficult putt for birdie. He needs to lag, and he ends up with the double sixes, which is boxcars. With the decide or die saying no, it goes instead from double difficult to moderate. So he'll still need a 1 to 5 for par, but he makes it. So no real casualty there. There is I Am Sporticus. A lot of people here, and we're just going to keep going until I kind of run out of gas or someone yells at me. All right, Leonard, 4 under on his round, and he'll take an easy par blue chip. Antonucci bogeyed after getting a special result, and it was one of those not so special results. They seem to come up too often, you know. 1, 3, 4, par 4. Not direct green, and he's not a hacker, so go to experience. He's not a prospect. Green 3, so he's going to have an easy birdie putt. Needs a 1 to 4. He lines it up. Oh, and it just rolls by the edge. So now, gimme par. I could roll the other one. There's supposed to be 3. He gets a par. Disappointing result there for Antonucci. Okay, Vasquez, after finally getting on the birdie train, he's going to take the par. Joshua knew that, or he didn't know, and he'll get a par as well. White 6. Okay. Back to 5. Soto and Lee Song. Both these guys birdied 4. And Lee Song will play a red chip. Course will control this hole. 16, Golf Cam course. This will work out pretty well for him. I mean, it might go off of his clutch status, but let's see. Green 3, is it cordial? Yes. Clutch putt for birdie. Well, since he spent a red chip, he cannot get a blue or a red chip here. He's 1 to 4, and he makes it. So back-to-back birdies. That's pretty cool when you can use a red chip and earn a birdie off of it, and he gets to within 1 now. And he only has 1 red chip left. So being 2 under par and shedding red chips is a pretty good day. 155, par 5. Is he a bomber or duffer? No, he's not. Hero? No. Champion? No. Mood. Soto is sunny because he spent blue chips to get sunny. So he's not stormy, so he'll have a gimme birdie putt. So no need to use chips there. But guess what? Gimme birdie putt and he gets the high roll. So he completely clunks it. And now a gimme par, which is 3. So gimme birdie is 2 6s, 3 6s if it's a par or worse. So this doesn't look like it's going to be Soto's day, but there's still time. Emmerich and Yielding. Yielding coming off a birdie. Cordial with a 4.66 par 3 fourth. Is he laser or hot? He is laser. He'll have an easy putt for birdie. Yielding wants 2 in a row. He's going to spend that blue chip. And he makes it. So Yielding has erased the double bogey, which put him back. And so he's kind of turned it around here. Turned the corner. Dustin Emmerich gets a white 6. And he will take his par. Stay 1 back. Okay. Okay. Well, no, I'm I don't plan to argue about the joy or pain that one would get from doing this, that, or the other. So, I think everybody is, I think I try to indicate that anybody who takes a gander of things that are on the channel here, that if they, that they find the outlet that they enjoy. If you think the golf game would be neat for you if you had Tiger Woods out there, then go and get a set with Tiger Woods. Have at it. I mean, it's what it's about. And if golf isn't your thing, then find whatever your sport, whatever the sport that is your thing, then have at it. And if tabletop sports isn't your thing as well, then there's other stuff out there to blow off some steam. We all kind of need that. We all tend to have tough lives. Not all of us, but most of us who are, in the middle age or even younger. We got to struggle. We have our stresses in life, and so this is something to blow off some steam. And I'm, I don't intend to take a lot of swipes at somebody for wanting to disparage something, but it's, I can understand. There are things that projects that people do and things that maybe I don't necessarily think entice me that much, but with that said, that's what they do, and I'm sure that if I went on their channel, they wouldn't do anything about it. They wouldn't say anything to me about it, but I would just expect that, I'm probably not going to enjoy the game playing it that way, or, in your case, I guess the fictional golfers aren't it. That's fine. Hey, just all about having fun, So we're at 10. Turning the page, turning the scorecard over, and it's going to be Wiles on this par 5. A little longer this time, 5:59 and a 2.56. Is he a legend? No, he's a king and a bomber, but not a legend. Direct green, no. This is 559, so not quite as likely to be direct. So it's going to be a short game check. Green 5, so he's going to need to be soft, and he's not. So moderate par putt. Needs to avoid a 6, and he does. Chico he's 3 under par, having a nice go of it from the kind of the first group off for us, and this is going to be 1-1-3 on a par 5. So let's see, that should at least get him a moderate birdie putt. He's not scatter. He's a semi-champion with a dot, so that is the special short game check. Green 3, is he stone? Not stone, so he has an easy birdie putt. No blue chips. He needs a 1-4. Can he get to within 1? Oh, he does. Fonseca getting things to go his way today. He is within 1 of the lead. Sporticus says he loves the game. Needs to get a table more. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Isn't that the issue? Just time. Time is the mitigating factor a lot of times for me too. I mean, I made the video on the 3rd round on, it was either Saturday or something. I think it was Saturday. And then I just kind of, I wanted to watch the US Open, so I did. And then I just had thing after thing after thing, which kind of got in the way. So that's what happens. And then you got, if you're like me, you got other projects that you want to make headway on. And, well, Simanowicz is going to find the woods with this tee shot. So he's in the woods. Green 2 should at least help him here. Is he a master? No, he's not. So that's not going to be so great, but he'll have an easy putt for par. So he's able to get it up and down. So on the hazard rolls, so when you get golf cam course, that's kind of a different mechanism, but if you're on these hazards, it's like the rough, the woods, the sand, the green die becomes your indicator. If it's a low number, you're probably going to have a decent chance at succeeding in getting up and down. If it's high, then you can consider that like a bad lie. Maybe the ball is deep in the rough, or you're stymied behind a tree or something like that. And he misses that putt. That was an easy putt for, what is that? Easy second putt for par. So that means he has to roll 2 dice. That's the high roll. Can he avoid a 6 here? He does. So he's 31 on the way out. That's -5, and he's still tied for the lead. So little hockey, nice. I got to get Hockey Blast out at some point here too. See, that's another game. It's like, and it's not just play games. You've seen me play a bunch of Stratomatic here, but there's other stuff too. And I've got a couple games that I haven't even really pulled out of the chest and gotten going. So this is going to be a par for George, the white 6. And 2 under. This is an easy course. You don't really, at this point, Antonucci may be the only guy that's, and Vasquez is also 1 over, but Antonucci, Vasquez, those are the only 2 guys over par. Everybody else is either even or under, so it's a good scoring course. It's kind of one of those courses that the guys play in October and November on the PGA Tour, which is what this is. And so now Leonard at the 8. He's going to play a blue chip here and take control. He doesn't want to have to hassle with the possibility of a problem. 1-2-5. Hacker. He's not a hacker, so the experience. He's an icon. He's going to have a gimme putt for birdie here, right? Yeah, that's right. Gimme. A gimme. He's like, just don't give me sixes. Oh, look at that. Snake eyes. Birdie for Leonard, and he goes solo lead minus 24. I didn't even need those guys. So the minus 15, minus 14 on my scorecard. Now Antonucci digging it back out, digging himself out of the hole. Trips ones on the par 3. Special result. Let's see what can happen here. This is another. So this is his second special result of the round. Yeeks. Or wait a second. My bad. That's an 11 because it's a 2. The course controls it. So 11 is a sand and 1, so a greenside bunker. So my bad. He does get a 1 though, so he's not chunky. So he's going to have a pin shot. Maybe he can hole it out here. He sure could use some good luck. He's kind of... Oh, well, there you go. Now the decide or die. If it's a yes, it is in the hole. And it is. So good for Fabio. Back to minus 19. And that evens him out. So not a special result, but you know what? A lot of times those special results will be kind of special for the wrong reasons, as we already have seen. All right, Vasquez at 7. Course control 23 is in the sand in 2. And 2, is he sandy? Nope. So it's going to be an easy putt for par. Get that high roll going here, and he's not going to get it there. It's a 1, so no problem. Joshua New. And another white 5 on a relatively easy hole. 26 golf cam course, though. That should salve the wounds a little bit, that he got maybe a little bit of a rough lie. Green 4, is it cordial? It's semi-cordial, no dot. So it's going to lead to the old easy par. Not too bad. Another, just need to avoid the high, and he gets 56. So just barely holds it out, and he's still at 2 under par. Title bout. You guys are talking about boxing. A little bit of boxing. Yun Lee Song's going to have the tee here at 6. And, yeah, he's going to... he'll go ahead and he's going to take a black 6 here. So, going to hope for a silver 1 or 2 or 4. No, it's going to be 66. It's in the rough. So he gets a white 1, but it's complete course control on this hole except for 6. So in the rough off the tee, par 4. Shouldn't be a problem with a 2, right? Master? Lee Song isn't a master, but he does end up with a moderate second putt for par. So as long as he avoids a 6, he's going to be playing this first few holes, shedding a bunch of red chips, and 2 under par, 2 behind Leonard. So good use of strategy, and since it's not daunting, Mateo Soto is going to take control of the hole himself. He needs to do it here at some point. 3, 4, 6. Bomber or dynamic, he's neither of those. Well, it's going to be a short game check. Green 6. So Soto has been one of the guys that has kind of gotten some raw deals here. He's not stoned, but he's going to have a difficult putt for par. Needs a 1 to 3. Well, he misses that, so now a moderate bogey and He'll drop a shot. So I think that's the one guy that Play had no control in designing, was Mateo Soto. These two guys are both, I believe, from, I think George is also from the previous set. Okay, Emmerich and Yielding to the fifth. Yielding coming off of back-to-back birdies to get back to even par on the round. And he's going to get the special result now. We've got a bunch of them this time. I can go whole tournaments without a special result, and now I've gotten a bunch. So the decider die is no. So let's keep that constant, and let's see what the special result on this par 5 dials up. 35. Caddy suggestion alters golfer's game. Disregard choice quality the rest of the round. Okay, so, well, you get a choice. So, if I'm going to get rid of something here, you know what you got to get rid of? You got to get rid of the semi-chunky. So that will kind of help him out. And now I guess we just keep playing, huh? We just re-roll. Okay. And this may be where I kind of give it a break here, because I think it's probably a good spot. Okay, well, it's going to be course controlled 26. Golf Cam course, not a problem. Should be a birdie putt of some sort here coming for Burke Yielding. It's not daunting, so it's going to be a clutch birdie putt. He's full gold. Needs to avoid the 6. So much for that. Easy par. Almost misses that, but he does make it. And now Emmerich. He's also going to have control to the course. 26 Golf Cam course 3. Is it cordial? Yes. Clutch putt for birdie. Well, he's going to dial up a blue chip, so hopefully he can avoid the 6 as well. And it's in. So Emmerich to minus 23, and this is where I'm going to take a bit of a break. I think tomorrow night I'm going to try and power through, but I think I'm going to be eating up some capital here tonight if I try and just motor my way through this game. So yeah, Larry, that is true. That's the one thing that, you know, if you read the forums and stuff, you can ignore a crappy quality, but yeah, it doesn't seem like, I mean, the way that it reads is that it seems like you should penalize the guy, and instead that's definitely not penalizing him, but that's the way it goes. All right, so I'm going to shut this guy off, and we'll come back to this tomorrow night. We're almost halfway through, so it'll take me about an hour, and it'll probably take me about 2 hours tomorrow night to finish off this round. So until then, keep rolling, and thanks for watching the Tenacious Golf Tour here on Tabletop Baseball Plus. See you then.